the super fight. Let's talk about that one. Sugar Ray Leonard, November 7th, 1988, Caesar's Palace. I was there. One of the biggest money fights ever, certainly for non-heavyweights. And tell us about this moment.
As you can imagine, it was surreal. First of all, Sugar Ray Leonard at light heavyweight just didn't make sense. Well, we did at super middleweight, but I'm a light heavyweight, so I never thought of fighting a Sugar Ray Leonard. I thought of fighting Hagler. I thought of fighting Spinks, Michael Spinks. I mean, I walked 5 miles home crying, swearing that I was going to win back the heavyweight title from Muhammad Ali against Leon Spinks. And then here I am with Sugar Ray Leonard, who in 1976, so like 12 years earlier, won a gold medal for the Olympics for America at welterweight. Like I just never, So for me, really, I mean, I fundamentally or mathematically, I didn't see a way he could win the fight. Because as you mentioned, I'm a puncher. That was my strongest attribute. And I just thought, what, am I never going to hit this guy? I mean, obviously I'm going to hit this guy. As soon as I hit him, it's going to be over. Because I just thought it's impossible for him to finesse his way the whole time and not allow me to connect once. So I really went into the fight, you could say, overconfident. I was certainly over-prepared. I wasn't under-prepared. Tommy Gallagher did a great job in my training camp. I had very good sparring partners. So I prepared well for it. I probably overdid it because I went into the fight lighter than I needed to, even though the weight category was 168 and my normal was 175. I went into it 163, so I overdid it. I went in underweight, under-prepared for a resilience type fight. Because I honestly didn't think it was a resilience fight. I thought I'm going to box him, and then eventually he's going to walk into a punch. The problem became when he did walk into that punch in the fourth round, in my mind, I'd switched. And as I was walking to the corner, just like in the Willie Edwards fight years before, which you were probably at, Joe, I remember thinking as I went to the neutral corner, this fight's over as soon as I hit him cleanly. Because I felt I hit Ray a little bit high on the cheekbone, and had I hit him a little lower, the fight would have been over. So I just felt, okay, that'll happen. And when I stopped fighting my fight, which is the fight that led to me landing that right now, and started waiting for myself to land the next punch, that's when Ray, pulled out his arsenal of experience, internal intestinal fortitude, incredible mean, just focus at ending a fight, like he did with Tommy Hearns and so many other great finishes he did. Ray was a great finisher.
He was a finisher. Yeah.
As soon as he saw me take my foot off the pedal, he switched gears immediately. And as you could see, he started outboxing me, and he started hitting me with some good shots. People say he was only a welterweight. He was only a welterweight, but at the time, I mean, by this point of the fight, 5 rounds into it, I was probably like at best a middleweight. Like 156 to 154 to 160 was a middleweight. And I was in the best at that weight class. I mean, I was really light, and at this point in the fight, and my strength, the power started to become less, and Ray's impact of his punches became more as I became weaker. So Ray just, he fought a brilliant fight. He picked up through his, 8th sense exactly when was the right time. He turned it on, and then fortunately, around the middle of the 8th round, I realized, okay, I've got to turn this back around. I've got to start fighting again. The way I fought to get here, the old fight plan, and I started doing that again. And as you saw in the fight, I mean, from the about 3/4 of the way through the 8th round to almost till the fight ended, I had Ray. I was hitting him from pillar to post. I mean, technically, I was beating Ray Leonard. I was the better fighter that night. But
and the scorecard showed that. The scorecard showed that you were, that was a very close fight, but some had you hit.
Yeah, and
until he turned it around.
Yeah, and then I caught him. The downfall was when I caught him with a left hook right in the middle of the ring. But everybody said I didn't have a left hook. I caught him with a beautiful left hook right in the middle of the ring, hurt him, and was all over him. And I literally was thinking to myself, and I actually said, but I have a mouthpiece on, what do you want me to do? Kill this old man? I thought, hitting him like from pillar to post, why aren't they stopping this fight? You know, what do they want me to do to this guy? Because in those days, 32 years old was old. And I'm thinking at 28, I mean, he's an old man. I don't want to hurt this guy. It's a boxing match. And
right.
Foolishly, you know, and I just kind of took, again, my foot off the pedal and stopped sort of like being aggressive. And Ray felt that and right away turned around, hit me with a left hook. I went down, I got up, I was hurt. I looked at him, I just kind of like shrugged and smiled. I went, oh my God, he's got me. Like, I mean, I have nothing left. And you know, so he just, whether it was mental or physical, Ray beat me that day. And he beat me because he was a more experienced, better fighter.